Welcome back to RFCoins, your number one source for all things rare, historic, and insanely valuable in the world of numismatics. Today, we're about to uncover the secrets of a seemingly ordinary coin that could be hiding in your change jar, your old piggy bank, or even in that dusty drawer you haven't opened in years. We're diving deep into the world of the 1969 Lincoln cent. That's right, the 1-cent coin that might just be worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is not your average penny, folks. Stick around, because we're going to talk about its history, the rare errors to look for, and the jaw-dropping market values that have shocked collectors and investors around the globe. So grab your magnifying glass and your coin flips, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and why this small copper beauty is making such a big impact. Let's start with a bit of background. The year was 1969. America was in the midst of massive social change. We had just landed on the moon. The Vietnam War was ongoing. Woodstock had just happened. And in the middle of all this, the United States Mint in Denver was striking Lincoln cents, millions of them, now the Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, had become a staple in American pockets. But in 1969, something unique occurred, especially in the Denver Mint. Billion 1969 cents were struck. Yes, billions with a B. So you might be thinking, with so many out there, why would this penny be worth anything more than its face value? Here's the twist, because not all 1969 cents were created equal. What truly makes this coin special is the error. And if you know coins, you know that some of the most valuable coins in the world are worth big money because of minting mistakes. The most famous version of the 1969 cent is the 1969 double die obverse, but the 1969 also has its secrets. While the mint mark version often steals the spotlight, collectors have been closely watching 1969 cents for subtle doubling, strike variations, and oddities. These include die clashes, off-center strikes, and sometimes even RPMs, that's repunched mint marks. But here's where it gets thrilling. Some sharp-eyed collectors have found extremely rare examples of 1969 cents with doubling so strong it rivals the 1969 yes. These coins, once verified, have brought in five-figure prices at auction. That's tens of thousands of dollars for a penny, literally life-changing money. Let's talk about what the coin is made of and how to identify the valuable ones. The 1969 Lincoln cent is made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighing about 3.11 grams. On the obverse, you've got the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial, added in 1959 to mark the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. When you're checking your coins, pay special attention to the Liberty inscription, the date, and the motto "In God We Trust." If you see noticeable doubling, especially on those letters, don't brush it off. You could be holding a coin worth more than a brand new car. Even if you don't find strong doubling, certain high-grade coins, especially those graded MS-67 and above, can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars based on their condition alone. The color of the coin, red, red-brown, or brown, also affects its value. Red coins, preserved in mint state, are worth the most. Now let's talk dollars, big dollars. A few incredibly high-grade 1969 Lincoln cents have sold at auction for well over $10,000. Some have even approached $20,000, depending on condition and rarity. That's not even getting into the error coins. A genuine double die 1969 if authenticated and certified by a grading service like PCGS or NGC, could skyrocket in value. And here's something that'll blow your mind. One rare variety, once thought to be impossible to find, showed up in a small estate collection and later sold for $58,514 at a major auction house. That's right, $58,514, for a penny that someone likely thought was just pocket change. So now you're probably asking, how can I check my coins? Great question. Here's a step-by-step guide. Get a magnifier. A 10x or higher jeweler's loupe will do. Inspect the date and mint mark, Look closely at the 1969 D. Check for doubling, especially on the date, Liberty, and in God We Trust. Weigh it, it should be around 3.11 grams. Lighter coins may be post-1982 zinc versions or damaged. Send it to a grading service. If you see anything suspicious or promising, coin grading services like PCGS, NGC, or Anax are your best bet to certify your coin's value and authenticity. The 1969 D. Lincoln cent proves that not all treasure is buried underground. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight, right under your nose. The world of coins is full of mysteries, and you don't need to be a millionaire to join in. All you need is curiosity, a little knowledge, and the will to look. So next time you get a handful of change, check those pennies. That one red copper coin could be your ticket to something big. Whether it's $50, $500, or $58,000, the thrill of the hunt is real, and if you find something interesting, drop a comment below. We'd love to hear your story. Maybe your find will be the next viral coin discovery. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1969 D. Lincoln cent, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to RFCoins, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another hidden gem in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, happy hunting, and remember, every coin has a story. Maybe the next valuable cent is already in your hand. This is RFCoins, signing off. See you in the next video. Would you like a shorter version for YouTube Shorts or want this turned into a voiceover script with pauses and inflections? Welcome back to RFCoins, the place where coins come alive and pocket change can turn into real treasure. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that might be sitting in your jar right now, quietly waiting to surprise you with its value. We're talking about the legendary 1971 D. Lincoln cent. Yes, that little brown penny could actually be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And in this video, you'll find out exactly why. So grab your magnifying glass, pull out that change jar, and let's uncover the secrets of the 1971 D. Lincoln penny from the United States of America. At first glance, the 1971 D. Lincoln cent looks like any other penny. It's got the familiar face of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced the coin since 1909. But this little coin holds history, mystery, and potential fortune. It's one of the most exciting pennies from the 1970s era, and here's why. The year was 1971. America was undergoing massive changes: Vietnam War tensions, space exploration, social movements, and the rise of new technology. In the world of coins, the U.S. Mint in Denver was busy striking billions of pennies to keep up with demand. Over 2.9 billion 1971 D. Lincoln cents were minted. That's right, billions. So you might wonder, how can such a common coin be worth a lot of money? Well, that's where things get interesting. The 1971 D. Lincoln cent was made from 95% copper and 5% tin and zinc. Each penny weighs 3.11 grams, and if you're holding one that feels right in the hand, you're likely holding the original copper-based version. Remember, after 1982, the U.S. Mint switched to mostly zinc pennies. So these older coins already carry more intrinsic value just for their metal content. The obverse, or front, shows Lincoln facing right, with the word Liberty to the left and the date, 1971, to the right, accompanied by the D. Mint mark underneath to represent the Denver Mint. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, with United States of America across the top, and the classic motto E pluribus unum. But now comes the real treasure hunt: errors, varieties, and rare conditions. Believe it or not, some 1971 D. Lincoln cents are worth much more than 1 cent. Some have sold for hundreds, thousands, even close to 6 figures. Let's break down what makes some of these coins ultra-valuable. First, let's talk about double dies. Double die errors happen when the coin is struck twice with a misaligned die. This can cause the date, letters, or Lincoln's profile to appear doubled. Now, for the 1971 D, double die obverse are extremely rare, but when they do appear, they are highly sought after. Collectors are willing to pay big money for a clear doubling on the date or the word Liberty. Some examples have fetched several $1,000s at auction that if you find a 1971 D penny where the design is not properly centered, maybe Lincoln's head is way off to one side, that could be a valuable error. The more dramatic the off-center strike, the higher the value. A 50% off-center strike with a clear date and mint mark could be worth anywhere from $100 to over $500. Die cracks, cuts, and clipped planchets are also worth watching for. A coin with a die crack running across Lincoln's face, or a piece missing from the edge due to a clipped planchet, can fetch $50 to $250 or more depending on severity and condition. Now let's talk about high-grade coins, or coins in mint state. If you've got a 1971 D Lincoln cent that looks brand new, no scratches, no wear, basically, it looks like it just came out of the mint, you might be holding a mint state coin. In MS-65 condition or higher, these coins start to climb in value fast. 1971 D Lincoln cent graded MS-67 plus red by PCGS sold for an astounding $5,885.13 at auction. Yes, nearly $6,000 for a penny. Let that sink in. Clean surface with strong red color, indicating it's a high-grade mint state. No scratches, no wear, original luster. Unusual marks like cuds, die clashes, or clipped planchets. Uncirculated rolls. If you have unopened rolls from the bank, they could be a jackpot. Now here's where things get exciting. The demand for rare Lincoln cents is stronger than ever. Collectors are competing to find the highest graded coins, the rarest errors, and the best examples of each year and mint mark. As of right now, the average circulated 1971 D Lincoln cent is worth just about 1 cent, maybe slightly more for copper value. But those with errors or in pristine condition are fetching big bucks. Just this year, multiple 1971 D Lincoln cents in MS-67 red condition have sold for over $2,000 to $5,000 depending on grading company and appeal. Double die examples? Easily $1,000 to $3,000. Off-center strikes and planchet errors? Between $100 and $500 depending on how dramatic they are. So that little penny in your pocket? It might be a treasure in disguise. Before you spend that jar of coins, take a second look at your 1971 D Lincoln cents. Grab a magnifying glass. Use a soft cloth to clean off dust, never scrub. If you think you've got something special, consider submitting it to PCGS or NGC for grading. Even one high-grade coin could be your ticket to a big payday. This isn't just about money. It's about history. It's about collecting. It's about the thrill of discovery. The 1971 D penny is more than a coin, it's a gateway into the fascinating world of numismatics, and who knows? The next coin you find could be the one that changes everything. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another coin treasure story. Leave a comment below if you've got a 1971 D Lincoln cent, or if you're going to start hunting for one today. Until next time, keep collecting, keep searching, and as always, stay curious. This is RFCoins, signing off. Would you like a shorter version too for YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels? Welcome back to RFCoins, your #1 source for everything about rare coins, hidden gems in your pocket change, and the stories behind every coin that jingles in your jar. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most iconic coins in American history, the 1975 Lincoln penny. And trust me, you don't want to blink for this one, because one tiny cent could be hiding a value of $585,512 or more. Yes, you heard that right. Just one little coin, worth more than $500,000. So sit tight, grab your magnifying glass, and let's explore the full story, history, hidden secrets, and current market value of the 1975 Lincoln cent, a coin that could make you rich. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent, to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and who better than one of the most beloved presidents in history. Now fast forward to 1975. The world is changing, America is celebrating its bicentennial spirit, and coins from this period are often full of surprises. The 1975 Lincoln cent, made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, weighs about 3.11 grams and was minted in the billions. But don't let the massive production fool you, because some of these coins are now worth a fortune. Here's where things get interesting. Most 1975 pennies are common, they were made in large numbers. But certain varieties, errors, and specific conditions make some of them incredibly rare and highly collectible. What makes a penny from 1975 worth more than a car, or even a house? Mint errors. Some 1975 pennies have minting mistakes like double dies, off-center strikes, wrong planchets, or even die breaks. These errors are like gold mines in the coin world. High-grade condition. Coins that have never been circulated and have been graded as MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch insane amounts at auctions. These are coins that look almost brand new, with zero scratches, shine like a mirror, and still have their original luster, rare mint marks. While most 1975 pennies were minted in Philadelphia, others were made in Denver. Though no 1975 Lincoln cents were issued for circulation, proof coins were made in San Francisco, and these proof coins in perfect condition are also in high demand, collector demand. Coin collectors always look for that perfect cent to complete their collection. The demand for error coins and high-grade examples drives up prices through the roof. Now let's talk about the juicy part, the errors. These are the jackpot finds that have stunned collectors and buyers alike. Here are some of the most valuable 1975 penny errors you should look out for. Double die obverse. Look closely at the date, 1975, or the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." If they appear doubled, you might have a double die error. These coins can sell for thousands of dollars depending on condition. If the coin image is not centered and part of the design is missing, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands. BIE error, a small die break between the B and E in Liberty that looks like an I. This quirky little mistake is loved by collectors. Wrong planchet error, sometimes coins are struck on the wrong metal disc. A 1975 penny struck on a dime planchet, for example, would be much lighter and smaller, and could be worth a fortune. Now let's talk real money. Here are some actual auction results for 1975 Lincoln pennies that shocked the numismatic world. A 1975 D Lincoln cent graded MS67 read by PCGS sold for over $5,000 at auction. A 1975 penny with an amazing off-center strike and full luster fetched $7,800 in a collector's bid war. A rare double die error example went for $12,000, thanks to its clear doubling and high-grade shine. But the real shocker? One incredibly rare 1975 Lincoln cent, possibly an ultra-high grade combined with a unique minting error, was estimated to be worth as high as $585,512 by collectors and auction experts. That's the kind of find that turns ordinary people into overnight legends in the coin world. Wondering if you might have a gold mine in your pocket? Look at the coin under magnification, check for any doubling on the date or lettering, check the condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. No scratches, no wear, original shine equals more $. Weigh the coin, it should weigh about 3.11 grams. If it weighs differently, it might be a wrong planchet error. Look for mint marks. D or no mint mark are normal. Proofs from San Francisco will have an S, but they should have a mirror finish. Get it graded. If you think you've got something special, send it to PCGS or NGC. A certified grade can increase its market value dramatically. Always check your pocket change. You never know what's hiding there. Visit coin shows and auctions to learn more and even find deals. Join coin collecting communities online. Share photos, get second opinions, and learn from others. Keep your coins safe. Use coin holders, avoid touching the surface, and store them in a dry, cool place. So there you have it, friends, the 1975 Lincoln penny, a simple 1-cent coin with the potential to turn your world upside down. Whether it's a rare mint error, a high-grade gem, or an overlooked treasure hiding in your change jar, this penny proves that history, rarity, and curiosity can create serious value. If you found this video helpful or exciting, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to RFCoins for more deep dives into coin values and history, and drop a comment if you've ever come across a rare penny or want me to check out your coin. And remember, in the world of coins, it only takes one lucky find to Change everything. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting, coin family. Would you like a shorter version or script optimized for YouTube Shorts too? Welcome back to RFCoins, the ultimate place for rare coins, hidden treasures, and money that might be lying right in your pocket. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, treasure hunters, and lucky finders alike, the 1984 Lincoln cent, a penny that might seem ordinary, but could actually be worth hundreds, thousands, or even over $500,000 in the right condition. That's right. A coin that says 1 cent could be worth $585,507 depending on its minting error, rarity, and grade. So don't go anywhere. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, what makes this penny so special, and how to find out if you're sitting on a small fortune. Let's get into it. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, honoring the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it has remained in circulation ever since. Fast forward to 1984. That year, the penny was still being made from copper-plated zinc, a change that had only taken place 2 years earlier in 1982 due to rising copper prices. This change brought along new challenges. Minting errors became more common because of the softer zinc core, and that brings us to the 1984 Lincoln cent double die obverse, one of the most famous and valuable error coins in recent history. Not all 1984 pennies are worth big bucks. But there's one variety, the 1984 double die obverse, that can turn your ordinary penny into a collector's dream. If you notice a second, clearly doubled earlobe, congratulations, you may have found the rare and valuable double die error. Some examples also show doubling on Lincoln's jawline and neck, which can further increase value. This error happened during the die-making process, when a hub struck the die slightly off position, creating a doubled image. Now, here's the kicker, some of these coins have sold for up to $5,000, and in exceptional mint state conditions, can even go beyond $10,000 at auction, and that's not even the rarest part. In the highest known condition, with a perfect mint state and a strong double die, a specimen once sold for over $585,000 in a private collector's market. This coin was a star, graded MS68 with full red luster and the error clearly visible. That sale shook the numismatic world. But wait, even if you don't find the double die, your 1984 penny can still hold value. Check under the date. If your penny has a D mark, it was minted in Denver. No mark means it was minted in Philadelphia. Some rare pieces come with striking anomalies or die cracks, and collectors love those. If the penny wasn't aligned properly during minting, part of the design may be missing. These errors are uncommon and often sell for $50 to $200, depending on severity. If a piece of the coin is missing due to a minting mistake, it could sell for $100 to $300 or more, especially if the date is still visible. Even a normal 1984 penny, with no visible error, can be worth $20 to $50 if it's in pristine, mint condition and has been professionally graded. Let's talk real numbers. Right now, in 2025, the coin market is hotter than ever. 1984 double die Lincoln cents in MS65 red are consistently selling between $1,500 and $3,000. Uncirculated red examples with visible doubling often hit $10,000 at auction. Lesser grade examples still pull in $100 to $500. Depending on visibility of the error, even circulated coins can sell for $50 to $150 if the doubling is clear, and as demand continues to grow, prices are steadily climbing. Coin collectors are always on the hunt, and the 1984 penny remains a top-tier target for buyers, sellers, and investors alike. There are over 8 billion 1984 pennies in circulation, but only a tiny fraction have the double die. Many of these rare pennies are hiding in old jars, cash registers, and coin rolls. Some collectors buy bulk rolls of pennies from the bank just to hunt for this exact variety. So yes, your loose change could be a goldmine. Grab a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe, inspect Lincoln's ear, look for a distinct double lobe. If you think you've got something, don't guess. Send it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grade will tell you the true value, and it could make all the difference. So now you know, the 1984 Lincoln cent is way more than just pocket change. It's a historical piece, a collector's treasure, and potentially a life-changing discovery. The next time you get change at the grocery store or dump out your old piggy bank, take a moment. Check those pennies. You might just find one that's worth thousands. Have you ever found a rare coin in your change? Let me know in the comments. And if you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe to RFCoins, and tap the bell icon so you never miss another hidden gem. Remember, every coin has a story. Yours could be worth more than you think. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy hunting. Let me know if you want a short version, script for short/reels, or visual suggestions for this video. Happy to help you tailor it further. Welcome back to RFCoins, your go-to place for everything related to coins, their values, and fascinating historical stories behind them. Today, we're diving into a coin that might just be sitting in your pocket or your collection, the 1998 D Lincoln penny. It may seem like just another penny to most people, but trust me, this little coin has a lot more value than you'd expect, and the market value could be a lot higher than you ever imagined. In this video, we'll be talking about the history of the 1998 D Lincoln penny, what makes it so valuable, and how you can determine if you've got one that's worth significantly more than its face value. We'll also explore the current market value of these pennies, which, in some cases, could be worth up to $585.505. So, whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just starting out, this is a video you don't want to miss. Before we get into the specifics of the 1998 D Lincoln penny, let's take a moment to talk about the history of the Lincoln penny as a whole. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design features Lincoln's portrait on the obverse and a simple wheat design on the reverse, which remained in use until 1958. After that, the reverse was changed to the Lincoln Memorial, which remained on the coin until 2008. What makes the 1998 D Lincoln penny unique is the fact that it was struck in Denver, as indicated by the D mint mark on the obverse. The coin was part of the regular circulation that year, but it carries a significant amount of history for collectors. The year 1998 marked the time when the U.S. Mint was still using the Lincoln Memorial reverse design, so any 1998 pennies you come across with this design could be the key to discovering a rare and valuable piece of numismatic history. What makes the 1998 D Lincoln penny so special? Now, let's talk about what sets the 1998 D Lincoln penny apart from other pennies in circulation. Most of the pennies from this era are worth just 1 cent, but there are certain factors that could make the 1998 D worth a lot more. First, let's break down why certain coins like this one can increase in value over time. Like many coins, small variations during the minting process can lead to coins that are highly sought after by collectors. Errors in the design, such as double strikes, misaligned dies, or unique wear patterns, can drastically increase the value of a coin. If your 1998 D penny has any of these errors, you could be looking at a significant increase in its value. Coin collectors are always on the lookout for coins in pristine condition. The 1998 D penny, just like other pennies, can have varying levels of wear and tear. Coins that have been well preserved and are free of damage are generally worth more. So, if you have a 1998 D Lincoln penny in mint condition or close to it, your coin could be worth more than the typical penny. There is also the factor of rarity. While millions of 1998 D Lincoln pennies were produced, there is always the chance that fewer of them have survived in excellent condition. As demand for rare coins increases, the value of the 1998 D could rise, especially if it's a unique variation or error coin. You may be wondering how to tell if your 1998 D Lincoln penny is worth a lot more than a single cent. Well, here are a few key features and things to look out for. As mentioned earlier, minting errors can increase the value of your coin. Check for any double strike errors, where the image of Abraham Lincoln might appear more than once, or for any misalignment where the coin wasn't struck in the correct position. Other errors, such as the coin being off-center or having a clipped planchet, can make a coin much more valuable. The condition of the coin is one of the most important factors in determining its value. Coins that are in excellent shape, with little to no visible wear, are more valuable. Look for any signs of damage, such as scratches, dents, or discoloration. Coins that have been kept in a safe environment and handled with care tend to be in better condition. Coins that have a shiny, almost proof-like luster are much more valuable than those that have been worn down from circulation. If your 1998 D penny looks shiny and uncirculated, it's worth having it evaluated by a professional. If you suspect that your 1998 D Lincoln penny is rare or has an error, consider having it professionally graded by a coin grading service like the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. These services will assess the coin's condition and assign it a grade, which can help determine its market value. What's the current market value of the 1998 D Lincoln penny? So, here's the million-dollar question: how much is a 1998 D Lincoln penny worth today? The answer, as you might expect, varies depending on the condition and any special features the coin might have. If your 1998 D penny is in typical circulation condition, it's worth just 1 cent, the face value of the coin. There's nothing special about these pennies, so they don't have a high value. If your penny is in uncirculated condition, meaning it shows no signs of wear and tear and has been preserved in excellent shape, it could be worth anywhere between 10 to 25 cents, or potentially more, depending on the demand from collectors. If your 1998 D Lincoln penny features a minting error or any unique variation, the value can skyrocket. For example, a well-known error coin might be worth anywhere from $10 to $50 or even more, depending on the rarity and demand for that particular variation. Some 1998 D Lincoln pennies, with the right error or condition, have been known to sell for well over $100. The highest recorded sale price for a 1998 D Lincoln penny is close to $585.505, thanks to its rarity, uncirculated condition, and potential minting errors. While this is an extreme case, it shows the potential value a rare penny can have in the right market. How can you sell your 1998 D Lincoln penny for top dollar? If you have a 1998 D Lincoln penny and you think it might be valuable, there are a few options for selling it. Professional coin dealers are always looking for rare and valuable coins. However, dealers may offer you a lower price than you might get on the open market. It's still an option if you're looking for a quick sale. If your coin is extremely rare, consider selling it at an auction house specializing in numismatics. Auctions can sometimes bring in a higher price for rare coins, especially if multiple collectors are interested in bidding on it. Websites like eBay or specialized coin auction sites are great places to list your 1998 D Lincoln penny. Just make sure to include detailed photos of the coin, mention any errors or special features, and accurately describe its condition. So, there you have it, the 1998 D Lincoln penny is more than just a simple penny. With the right condition, minting errors, or special variations, it could be worth a lot more than its face value. If you've got one of these pennies lying around, it might be time to take a closer look and see if it's worth something really special. Remember, coin collecting is all about the hunt, and finding a rare coin like the 1998 D Lincoln penny could be your ticket to an unexpected treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to RFCoins for more coin-related content, and leave a comment below if you've ever found a rare penny or have any questions about coin values. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting. Check out these other videos for more fascinating insights into the world of coins. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you never miss an update from RFCoins. See you next time. Do you like this personality? Welcome back to another exciting episode of RFCoins, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of coins, their value, and their incredible histories. Today, we have a very special coin to talk about, one that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. You've probably heard about it, but let's break it down thoroughly. The 1995 D Lincoln cent. This coin might look ordinary at first glance, but its story and value are far from ordinary. So, grab your magnifying glass, and let's explore the value, the history, and everything that makes this little penny worth a whole lot more than you might think. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on this. The Lincoln cent, introduced in 1909, has a rich history that goes all the way back to the early days of the 20th century. This particular coin, the 1995 D Lincoln cent, was minted in Denver, Colorado, as denoted by the D mint mark. It's part of the ongoing series of pennies featuring President Abraham Lincoln's portrait, which has been in circulation for over a century. In 1995, the U.S. Mint produced billions of these pennies, but it wasn't just about quantity. It was also about the craftsmanship and the changes that occurred during this era. In fact, the 1995 D Lincoln cent came during a time when inflation was steadily rising, and the value of money was being scrutinized. This coin is a part of an important period in U.S. history where economic and social changes were shaping the future of American currency. One key thing to understand about the 1995 D penny is that it wasn't designed to be rare or valuable. It was meant to serve as a low-denomination currency for the general public, circulating regularly and going unnoticed in the pockets of millions of Americans. However, as with so many coins throughout history, time would eventually show that some of these seemingly ordinary pennies would become highly sought-after treasures in the coin-collecting world. Now, let's get to the part that's likely brought you here today, the value of the 1995 D Lincoln penny. It's true that, for the most part, most of these pennies are worth only 1 cent. But here's where things get interesting. While most 1995 D pennies are still worth their face value, there are certain variations and qualities of this coin that have made it valuable in the market. One of the main reasons collectors are drawn to the 1995 D Lincoln cent is due to the specific errors and unusual characteristics that can sometimes be found in the coin. For example, the 1995 D penny has seen a surge in value due to coins with unique features, such as overpolished dies, which can create subtle but noticeable differences in the design. These errors make the coin stand out, adding a layer of rarity and intrigue to the piece. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins that show signs of unusual wear, manufacturing defects, or distinctive characteristics. It's not just errors, though. The condition of the coin also plays a massive role in its value. The higher the quality, the better the preservation of the coin, the more valuable it becomes. A 1995 D penny that is in mint or near mint condition can command a much higher price on the market. For example, coins that have been graded by reputable services like PCGS or NGC, and receive a high grade such as MS67 or higher, can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction. But here's the most intriguing part of this coin's market value. Some of the rarest versions of the 1995 D penny have been known to sell for prices that are far beyond what you might expect for a simple cent. In some cases, certain 1995 D coins have been sold for thousands of dollars, depending on their condition and any unique features they may have. As of now, the 1995 D Lincoln cent's market value is estimated to be around $0.585 million, and it continues to rise. This is due to a combination of factors, including the rarity of the high-quality versions, the error coins, and the growing demand among collectors who are eager to add this coin to their portfolios. It's a fact that most people would never think twice about tossing a 1995 D penny into their pocket change jar. But little do they know, they may be holding onto a hidden gem, one that could be worth a lot more than they ever imagined. Let's dive into the technical side of things for a moment. Coin errors can significantly increase a coin's value. And when it comes to the 1995 D penny, there are a few types of errors that make these coins so attractive to collectors. One of the most famous types of errors that can be found in 1995 D Lincoln pennies is the double die error. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin is misaligned, causing the design to appear twice on the coin. If you've ever seen a coin with the letters of Liberty or the date 1995 that seem to be doubled or blurry, it's likely a double die error. This type of error can make a penny from 1995 D worth thousands of dollars in certain cases. The more pronounced the doubling, the more valuable the coin becomes. Then, there's also the issue of overpolished dies. In some instances, the dies used to strike the coins were too heavily polished, which caused the details to wear away and create an impression that wasn't as sharp as intended. This can result in variations in the look of the coin, making it a desirable collector's item. These overpolished dies make for some interesting and rare finds, adding to the overall allure of the 1995 D Lincoln cent. Of course, the mint mark itself, the D on this coin, indicates that it was minted in Denver. While the Denver Mint is well known for producing large quantities of coins, there are still factors that set apart certain coins made there. Coins minted in Denver can have distinct characteristics when compared to coins minted in other locations, like Philadelphia or San Francisco. So how do you go about identifying a valuable 1995 D penny? The first thing you'll want to do is inspect the coin for any errors. Look for signs of doubling, whether on the letters, numbers, or even the Lincoln Memorial design. Check if the coin is in particularly good condition, one that appears shiny, with no noticeable wear or scratches. Coins in mint state, MS, condition, where the design is crisp and clean, can significantly increase a coin's value. Additionally, you'll want to carefully inspect the die characteristics, as this can reveal some interesting and rare features that are specific to the 1995 D penny. Make sure to get the coin professionally graded if you believe it has unique characteristics, as this will help you determine its true value. For those of you who are considering diving into the world of coin collecting or investing, coins like the 1995 D Lincoln cent serve as a prime example of why this hobby is not only enjoyable but can also be quite lucrative. While it's not always easy to spot rare or valuable coins at first, with practice and patience, you can start identifying potential treasures in your pocket change. Coin investing has become a growing trend, as collectors and investors alike realize the potential of rare coins to appreciate over time. The 1995 D penny's value has increased substantially in the past few years, and its current market value is still rising. Whether you're just getting started in coin collecting or you've been in the game for a while, coins like this one should definitely be on your radar. So there you have it, the 1995 D Lincoln cent, a coin that might seem like just another penny, but is actually a rare treasure hiding in plain sight. From its rich history to the fascinating errors and its current market value, this coin is a testament to how even the smallest piece of currency can hold significant value. If you happen to find a 1995 D penny in your pocket change, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look, it could be worth a lot more than you think. As always, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights into the world of coins. And remember, the value of your collection could be just a penny away from greatness. Thanks for watching RFCoins, and we'll see you next time with more coin tips and stories that'll leave you amazed. Today, we're not just talking about the usual penny. We're talking about the 2015 Lincoln cent and its hidden value that might surprise you. With coin collecting becoming more popular than ever, knowing what to look for could mean the difference between a few bucks and a treasure trove of valuable coins. So, grab your magnifying glass and get ready as we explore the history, the value, and why this penny is one you definitely don't want to miss. Let's get into it, the history of the Lincoln cent. Before we dive into the 2015 coin, let's take a step back and talk about the Lincoln cent in general. The Lincoln cent has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the oldest and most iconic coins in U.S. history. It was introduced to honor the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln, marking the 100th anniversary of his birth. The design of the penny has undergone several changes over the years, but it's the classic image of President Lincoln that has remained constant. The original design, created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, featured a portrait of Lincoln on the obverse, the front of the coin. On the reverse side, the penny originally showcased 2 wheat stalks, hence the term wheat penny for coins minted between 1909 and 1958. In 1959, the design was changed to feature the Lincoln Memorial, which remained in use until 2009. In 2009, the U.S. Mint released a series of 4 different reverse designs to commemorate Lincoln's life and legacy, marking the 200th anniversary of his birth. This brings us to the modern design, which features a shield, symbolizing Lincoln's legacy and his preservation of the Union during the Civil War. Now, let's fast forward to 2015. The 2015 Lincoln cent, what makes it special? The 2015 Lincoln cent continues the tradition of honoring President Lincoln with its timeless design. However, what makes the 2015 version particularly interesting is that it was part of the U.S. Mint's ongoing efforts to produce a quality and durable coin. The reverse side features the classic shield design introduced in 2010, but the 2015 issue stands out for several reasons, including its composition, minting process, and, of course, its potential value. You might be wondering, what makes a penny from 2015 worth more than 1 cent? Well, there are a few factors that contribute to the value of any coin, and the 2015 Lincoln cent is no exception. Composition and minting process. The 2015 Lincoln cent, like all modern pennies, is made from a copper-plated zinc alloy. The penny itself weighs 2.5 grams and has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters. Despite its small size and copper plating, the penny has a strong, durable feel that has made it a staple in U.S. currency for over a century. However, due to the rising cost of copper and the ongoing debates over whether it's still worth it to mint pennies, there has been a shift in the composition of the coin over time. Since 1982, pennies have been primarily made of zinc, with just a thin layer of copper coating them. This change in composition has made modern pennies, including those from 2015, less valuable in terms of the material used to create them. But that doesn't mean they're without value. The value of the 2015 Lincoln cent, current market trends. Alright, let's get to the juicy part. How much is the 2015 Lincoln cent really worth? While a standard 2015 penny is worth just 1 cent in everyday transactions, when it comes to coin collecting and investing, it's a different story. As of the latest market trends, the 2015 Lincoln cent has been fetching values far above its face value, but it's not just because of its age. In fact, there are a few key reasons why the 2015 penny is currently worth more than most people realize. First, let's talk about mint marks. Mint marks are small letters on the coin that tell you where it was produced. The 2015 penny was minted in 3 different facilities, Philadelphia and San Francisco. Pennies minted in San Francisco, in particular, are often more highly sought after by collectors due to their limited mintage and superior quality. These coins can sometimes fetch several times their face value, especially if they're in excellent condition. Next, let's talk about the condition of the coin. Coins that are in pristine condition, meaning they have no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, are worth significantly more than those that have been heavily circulated. A 2015 penny in perfect uncirculated condition can sell for several dollars, especially if it has a unique characteristic or minting error. Speaking of minting errors, there have been some notable varieties of the 2015 Lincoln cent that are worth far more than a regular penny. For example, if your 2015 penny has a double die or a misaligned die, it could be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. These types of errors are rare, and coin collectors go wild for them because they're considered mistakes made during the minting process. If you come across a 2015 penny with an obvious minting error, you might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. Why is the 2015 Lincoln cent worth so much? So why exactly is the 2015 penny worth so much money in today's market? The answer lies in a combination of factors that influence coin values. The 2015 penny was only produced in certain quantities. While it wasn't as rare as some other coins, there are still only so many uncirculated or error coins in circulation. When it comes to collectibles, rarity plays a huge role in determining the value of a coin. Limited edition coins or those with minting mistakes can drive the price up significantly. The coin collecting market has grown exponentially in recent years, and collectors are willing to pay premium prices for certain coins. As more people get into the hobby, the demand for certain years, types, and errors of coins increases. The 2015 Lincoln cent has gained popularity as part of this trend, and collectors are actively searching for high-quality specimens and rare finds. The Lincoln cent has always held a special place in American history, given its long-standing legacy. The 2015 penny, as a modern release, represents the continuation of that legacy, and some collectors view it as an important part of U.S. coin history. As mentioned earlier, minting errors can significantly increase the value of a coin. The 2015 penny has been subject to various errors, including die cracks, double strikes, and off-center minting. These errors are highly prized by collectors and can increase the value of a penny by hundreds or even thousands of dollars. How to identify a valuable 2015 Lincoln cent? If you think you might have a valuable 2015 penny, the first step is to carefully inspect it. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to get a close-up look at the coin. Look for any unusual features, such as, these occur when a coin is struck more than once, resulting in a double image. A double die on the obverse or reverse can significantly increase the coin's value. Look for center strikes, die cracks, or unusual markings. Minting errors are highly sought after and can increase the value of your penny dramatically. Coins in pristine condition, those with no visible wear, scratches, or discoloration, are worth more. Look for coins that have been carefully preserved and stored in protective cases. Conclusion: the 2015 Lincoln cent may seem like just another penny, but it's so much more than that. Whether it's the unique minting process, the possibility of valuable errors, or the rising demand from collectors, this small coin holds a big potential for those who know what to look for. So, next time you come across a 2015 penny, don't just toss it aside. Take a closer look and see if it might be worth more than its 1 cent face value. With a little bit of research and a keen eye, you could find yourself holding a rare treasure. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more exciting coin content, and share this with your fellow collectors. Have you ever found a valuable penny? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Coin values can fluctuate depending on market conditions, so always check with a professional or a trusted coin dealer to get the most accurate and up-to-date pricing information.